of today's presentation. So let's get into the presentation. So generative AI. As you all know that after ChatGPT came, there is a boom in the market about the generative AI, right? So first of all, after ChatGPT came, there are many models and many websites are came like ChatGPT. One thing about that is from OpenAI and Google Gemini Pro, and Google Vision Pro, and many means many. And nowadays, another thing that is Perplexity AI, right? So let's get into the our topic. So what is generative AI? So generative AI is the subdomain or advanced domain in the AI. So that is capable of creating a new content that is text, images, music, or even a video, or even code, or anything that is based on our prompt. So unlike traditional AI, it will focus on recognizing patterns. So whatever patterns present in the past data that is trained in our model, and it will make the predictions according to our prompt. So you will give ChatGPT to generate, like example, a small code, like generate a, let's say, binary search code in Python, right? So the ChatGPT is already trained on a large code base, and then it will recognize your text that is about binary search, and then it will generate the binary search code in Python. Or if you enter in Java, it will generate in Java. Or if you enter in C, it will generate in C. Based on the patterns, it will make the predictions, and it also produces the novel outputs. Whatever we decide, it will we have to make that. That only it will generate according to our prompt. And generative AI is the main base foundation is deep learning. So after advancement of deep learning, there are many models came like GAN, CNN, RNN, and many more. After that, only generative AI got some potential base to generate and create more content in that. So I mentioned some of the models in generative AI, like GANs, that is generative adversarial networks, variational auto encoders, that is VAEs, autoregressive models, transformer-based models, and DC GANs, that is advanced models of GANs. So this is about generative AI. And coming to large language models, not only large language models, there are some SLMs, that is small language models. Small language models, and this is large language models. Large language models means it is contains a large amount of data, where SLMs contains very small amount of data, and LLMs needs very large computational powers like GPU. Anything we want, if you want to work with the LLMs, you need more GPU power. And for SLMs, so we need only normal in SLMs, like we can use our CPU also. So large language models are generative AI models. In that, we will train the model based on our data, and we will create like parameters. Suppose you can take example of Llama, that is 7 billion parameter. Means there are presenting over 7 billion parameters in that model. So that is why it is called Llama 2 7B. You can search it on the Google also. So it will work on the deep learning techniques, and then it will generate the desired output, and it is capable of understanding the human language, and it can able to it is capable to produce the text in the human desired language. If we train our model in English, it will give output in the English. If we train our model in Hindi, it will give the output in Hindi only. So I mentioned some of the examples of LLMs. One is GPT-4, GPT-3, GPT-1, GPT-2 also, and Mistral 7B, Grok 1. Grok 1 is from XAI, and Llama, it is from Meta, and BERT, and many more are there. BERT is from Google. So here I mentioned one, attention is all you need. So attention is all you need is the research paper that is from Google researcher. So they uh, Yeah, they only published this research paper. It contains many details, like what are the techniques we have to use in the large language models, and also it contains the transformer architecture. Before this, we all like in LLMs or in chatbots, anything we have used in NLP techniques, that is natural language processing techniques. After this, the attention is all you need. Paper came. ChatGPT is based on the attention is all you need paper only. That is use art encoder decoder model. That is transformer architecture. So the attention is all you need refers to the model's ability to dynamically focus on different parts of the input data. So determining which elements are the most relevant elements and for the task at the hand. And this aspect helps in enhancing the efficiency and accuracy of the models. So I said one thing, like I said one word that is a transformer. So what is transformer? So the transformer consists of two main components, that is encoder and a decoder. So encoder, whenever we give the input text, it will encode the data into the some hidden states, and then it will pass us to the model architecture, where it will recognize the text or whatever we give the data to that. After that, it will decode based on our text. So it will work on like that. There are only not only like encoder decoder. There are many models like encoder only or decoder only, both encoder decoder like that. There are many models out there. So how GenAI works? So there are mainly two phases in LLMs. That is, one thing is pre-training, another one is fine-tuning. So pre-training, what it do is is like the model learns general language patterns from a massive data. Like let's say if you give some data in conversation in Hindi or Telugu or Kannada, anything like whatever the WhatsApp, let's say what WhatsApp text. So you will give the data to the model. It will learn based on the data. It can able to generate new replies or new emojis or anything based on the previous text. That is pre-training and fine-tuning. So you have pre-trained your model. So any model you can take. And then if you want to generate only Python code, or if you want to generate only healthcare related data, or if you want to generate any image, or if you want to generate any specific domain text. So you want to fine tune your model with your own data, like historical data. So it will learn the from the historical data, and then it will be able to generate in a specific domain based data. So I mentioned here y is equal to f of x. Like it is very simple, like how the GenAI works. It is simple as a maths formula. Here y is model output and f is a model and x is a input data. So f is a function, right? Whatever function contains, and we will give the input, and uh, according to our input, it will give the output, right? So same thing, the LLMs also do. So roadmap to GenAI. So first of all, you basic thing is you need to know about Python. Python is the main thing in the generative AI field, because we need Python in machine learning, deep learning, and all. So Python is a basic thing, and little bit of maths like linear algebra, calculus, probability, and statistics. After learning about Python and math, you can go to the machine learning. In machine learning, not deeply, but you can learn the basics of supervised and unsupervised reinforcement learning. That is regression, classification, clustering algorithms. And you can go to the deep learning after that. So in deep learning, start with the basics like neural networks and frameworks like PyTorch, TensorFlow, and many more. So after following the basics, you can go to the advanced deep learning. That is the CNN, RNN, GAN, and try to build some small projects using these neural networks. And then you can go to the generative models, that is autoencoders, GANs, VI. Using GANs, we can train our model, and we can generate our own images, whatever we want. And then you can go to the large language models, understanding about transformer and LLM architecture, how it will work on different LLMs like GPT, Llama, Grok, and many more. So after that, you can try to build small projects like chatbots or RAG applications like that. After that, try to research more about the and keep updated in the Gen AI field, like whatever new models are coming, what are the new LLMs are coming, what are the new research are happening in the Gen AI field, like that. So this is a basic thing. And there are many advanced techniques in the generative AI to build our models. I mentioned only three. That is, one is fine tuning, another one is RAG, that is retrieval augmented generation, and also another thing is plugins. So first of all, what is fine tuning? So fine tuning is the like it is very simple. So you need a very large computational power, that is GPU. So you will take one model. So and you get some data. So you will give the data to the LLM model. That is any model you can take, and you can give the GPU power to the LLM so that it will learn the historical data from the whatever you will give the data to the LLM model so that it will learn and it is capable to generate new text from the historical data. So how it works? First is pre-trained model. So start with new model. I have already mentioned that is you can take any model in the internet. You can go to the Hugging Face and you can search. There are many models are available and task specific data you need to give. Like you let's say you can generate only Python code or Java code. So you should collect the data related to the Python code and you can give it to the LLM model, and then you need to train, right? That is fine tuning, and after that you can generate your own content, but you need a very big GPU powers for this. And second one is retrieval augmented generation, that is RAG. So I would say RAG is very and far better than the fine tuning because it needs a very small computational power, one thing, and you can generate only domain related data in this. So let's understand the basic things about retrieval augmented generation. So this is user. So first you will enter the query to the chatbot or anything to our model. So it will understand the whatever you enter the query first. So and then it will search. It will search in the database, that is vector database. So there are many vector databases. So vector database is a I will explain about vector database. So vector database is an unstructured database where SQL is the structured database. So in unstructured database or vector database, we will embed the yeah, we will embed our data into numbers like minus one, one. Like you, if you know about vectors, you can definitely understand about vector database. So there is an unstructured data there where we will search like a semantic search or similarity search. It will call similarity search or semantic search, where according to our prompt or question, it will search for answer first, and after related to collecting related data, and it will send it to the base LLM. So after query plus text sent it to the LLM, based on its past knowledge, it will generate new response to the query. So there are many words. Let's say I will give you many words and I will say, make it as a sentence to the LLM. So if you are a genius in English or Hindi, you can able to make a sentence, whatever I gave the data. Okay. And then plugins. Plugins are like already built or like you can say, uh, you can take an API from the OpenAI website and you can make your own model, right? So, and you can integrate external data to the our model. So, and then it will work based on the external data. Or you can take reference APIs from OpenAI or Google Gemini. or Google Vision Pro, etc. So from that, you can take external APIs and you can call it in your own model, and it will run based on your prompt. You need to do some prompt engineering in that. So I will show my model in the next slide. So there are mainly three things. One is integration. So you need to integrate any external frameworks or APIs. So functionality means you need to do some API calls, pre-processing, post-processing, and visualization and all. And customization means you need to set a prompt related to your own uh, domain-specific knowledge related to that. Next, examples of scenarios like where we can use these advanced techniques. So one thing, fine tuning. I mentioned a healthcare company fine tunes a general language models and datasets of medical records to create chatbot that can accurately respond to patient queries about specific condition and treatments. So I mentioned here one thing like if I want to create one chatbot related to healthcare only or specific my hospital only. So I will give past data, like historical data, whatever I collected in the past 10 years or 5 years, anything. I will give the data to the model. So, and then I will give the GPU power. So model will extract the data and it will learn based on the historical data. And then it can able to uh, give the future data. Like it can able to generate its own answers also. And RAG, we can use many things like where we need only small GPU for our, we can run in our local also, or we can use only CPU for that. And there are many better databases like Pinecone, ChromaDB, QDrant, and many more. You can use any in that. And I have using the QDrant, ChromaDB, FireDB, and Pinecone also. These are four main things I have used in my projects. So RAG you can build for customer support system where you can extract the data from the database and you can give it to the users. So whatever they are asking about. And plugin like there are already built-in models. So you will use the APIs only, like creating your own chatbot using Open API key or Google Gemini Pro API key or any other API keys like that. So applications of GenAI, you can use many things in many domains also. In using GenAI, we can create text, audio, video. Video means there are many models coming up. OpenAI, Sora also. So text summarization and building chatbots. And in healthcare, medical imaging, personalized medicines, and many more, you can create. I also built a healthcare chatbots and also many other chatbots also. Main thing I have used only for chatbots. You can use GenAI in many things. Like you have some, you want to gain some knowledge about GenAI and you need to try about building chatbots or basic models. So these are another examples about GenAI. So let's go to the demo video. Wait, I will have some order. So due to some issues, I recorded the video of my project. So this is the main interface of our project. This is built during our one of our hackathon. So this is mainly concentrating on pet care chatbot. That is I named as a pet care mate veterinary. So that is it is an assistant. It will assist with the pet care related queries related to uh, any health issues or anything about the pets. Like you can ask about any. Okay, let's go to the demo. So I am entering here. What is the common symptoms, signs of illness in dogs? So it's showing here refined query. So what is refined query here means? So user can make mistakes while entering the query. So refined query means it will suggest better queries than the user entered already. So you can copy paste here so that user can get better responses than the previous one. So my model is running. So it gave some answers like this. What is the common signs of illness in dogs? It gave some normal answers. So I will explain the tech stack after this video. So you can select any language you want. I mentioned only 10 languages here. So we can build many languages, whatever you want. So I selected in Kannada. So it's so it gave it in Kannada also. So you can select any other languages also. So I am entering one more. So I am entering who is Modi ji, right? So here I selected to English. So I entered who is Modi ji. So here it's showing, I am sorry, but I am not equipped to answer questions related to specific individuals in politics or any other field and so on. Like why why it is showing like this? And it is showing related to healthcare data, but why it is not showing about the Modi ji? Why? Because I gave only my data about the pets, that is specifically dogs. And there is no data containing about Modi ji and any other one. So that it's showing about only healthcare related. Okay. I am speaking also. I have mainly three features. So one is the voice assistant, another one is multilingual, another one is detect disease. So I will show that also. So I am speaking. So let's keep that one. Let's keep that voice assistant. Let's go to the Gemini. I have used Google Vision Pro for this. So I entered one image of ill dog. So I clicked detect disease. So here it detected the disease of the dog. Like I used like Google Vision Pro for this. It is showing uh, symptoms, causes, prevention measures, and some recommended medications also. And also it's showing some disclaimer. That is, I am not a veterinarian, and it's in something it's showing like disclaimer. So this is about my project, and you can enter any other images also related to pets. So that's all about my video. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And this is my LinkedIn profile. You can connect me with if you have any queries. Thank you.
Yeah, people who want to like have questions, they can mute themselves and ask.
Like which model you have used in this? For what? Like for chatbot or for detect which is model? Which one you are telling? So I will explain. For chatbot, we have used uh, two LLMs. One is GPT 3.5 Turbo, that is from OpenAI. For that is query refinement. And another thing is Llama 2. We have built on our transformer pipeline from the Hugging Face, and we have imported the Llama 2 to our model, and then we build that. And you can use Streamlit for building front end, LangChain, Python, and for voice assistant, you can use OpenAI Whisper, and for translation, you can use Google Translator model. So these are the things I have used. And if you want to more details, you can. I will suggest some blogs like in Medium and all. You can use that also. And I am learning using the Krishna